Palmer. Sarah Young.
Hello?
Jesus is calling you.
He's calling me. Hey, can I call you back in about 5 minutes?
Sure, thank you.
Okay. Today.
I think I'm doing a 91.
Yeah?
91, that's a B. That's a B. Now, how's Ginny Palmer doing today?
Oh, I'm doing fine.
Oh, thank the Lord.
I was on the phone this morning, so I'm a little late.
Oh, thank the Lord that you're doing fine, Ginny Palmer. It's a lot to be thankful for.
Oh, yeah. Dear God. Worry, if indulged, develops into an idol. Anxiety gains a life of its own. Participating in infecting your mind. Break free from the bondage by affirming your trust in me and refreshing yourself in my presence. What goes on in your mind is invisible, undetectable to other people. But I read your thoughts continuously, searching for evidence of trust in me. I rejoice when your mind turns towards me. God, your thoughts, diligence, good thoughts, choice will keep you close to me.
Yes, that's it. That's no question. I feel that. All right, thank you.
And then she got Psalms here, 112:7. He will have no fear of bad news. His heart is steadfast, trusting in the Lord.
I believe it.
And then Corinthians 13:11. When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put childish ways behind me.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
Those are beautiful.
One today.
Well, that's beautiful. I thank you very much. I wanted to tell you how much I enjoyed the cabbage, carrots, and potato.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I really enjoyed that a lot. Yesterday and today. It took me 2 days to eat it.
Yeah.
And I also enjoyed the salad. I've got more. I have more salad in it. I think
and you don't keep that too long because I made that, a couple days ago.
No, it'll be fine. Today will be fine. Now we'll finish it.
Yeah, you want me to read you tomorrow in case I don't get a hold of you tomorrow because I go to church?
Why, sure.
Okay, this is tomorrow. I am your strength and your shield. I plan out each day and have it ready for you, long before you rise from bed. I also provide the strength you need each step of the way. Instead of assessing your energy level and wondering about what on the road ahead, concentrate on staying in touch with me.
Yep.
My power flows freely into you through our open communication. Refuse to waste energy worrying and you will have strength to spare. Whenever you start to feel afraid, remember I am your shield. But unlike an animated armor, I am also alert and active. My presence watches over you continuously.
Indeed.
Protecting you from both known and unknown danger. Entrust yourself to my watchful care, which is the best security system available. I am with you and will watch over you wherever you go.
Nice.
We have 4 scriptures here.
That's a beauty.
The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him and I am helped. My heart leaps for joy and I will give thanks to him in song. That's Psalms 28. And this is Matthew 6:34. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself.
Good.
Each day has enough trouble of its own.
Good.
And then we got Psalms 56:3-4. When I'm afraid, I will trust in you, in God whose word I praise, in God whom I trust. I will not be afraid. What can mortal man do to me? And then we got Genesis I am with you and will watch over you wherever you go, and I will bring you back to the land. I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
at the last of January, we're into February. That's the last day. You there?
No, yeah, that's right. Monday is February 1.
Yeah. Yep. We're going into February now.
Nearer, my God, to thee, nearer to thee, I would be one with thee, one with thee. Still, all my songs shall be nearer, my God, to thee. Nearer, my God, to thee, nearer to thee.
As we wait, O Lord, for your Holy Spirit to come and touch us, Lord, today.
Nice,
We need to do that, you know.
nice, yeah,
We
nice,
need to
Jenny.
wait upon the Lord.
Indeed.
Renew our strength. We'll rise up like wings like eagles. We'll walk and not grow weary. We'll run and not faint. Like just teach us, Lord, teach us the way.
Yep. Oh, that's
Get my
nice.
strength. And when I got to do my wood, yesterday I had to bring in a lot of wood. I just asked for strength and wisdom.
Yes,
And you know, it goes so much easier when I do.
sure. Tell me, did you hear anything about Marge?
No, I haven't heard a thing.
And did you hear anything about Jean?
About who?
Jean Miller.
I'm probably going to go see her sometime today or tomorrow.
Oh, good.
I haven't gone yet, but
Barbara Mooney is home from the hospital, and she says, I feel so much better.
yeah.
Yep.
I heard that the only one thing I did hear about Marge is that she will probably be at the nursing home down at Barnwell Tuesday.
Tuesday at Barnwell?
Yeah, they're gonna try to get her back in shape, and then the pastor has offered her a place to stay until she gets better.
Oh, that's good news. Thank you, Pastor. Pastor, after Barnwell, you mean?
After Barnwell, yeah, they're trying to get her so she can walk and you know, take her, you know, she's got to be able, they can't lift her.
No.
So she's got to be able to walk around and you know, they got to walk in shower. They said, you know, she can,
Yes.
you know, they can give her a bath and everything there. And, but she's got to be able to, you know, at least get around.
Yes.
So that's what Barnwell's going to try to get.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because
Well,
she's got bad legs, too, you know.
yes, she has.
Yeah. So they trying to get her so she's mobile.
Yes.
And that's what's happening with Jean Miller. She's not mobile.
Yeah, that's a problem. Yes, Jeannie.
So it's hard to take care of your home if you're not mobile.
Well, I send them bushels of love, all of them, that they have it and heal.
Yeah. Well, so have you been out at all this week?
No.
No.
I stand out on the stoop I stand out on the stoop and breathe that delicious fresh air.
Well,
No, I think it's the right thing. I think it's right to stay in and stay out of germs, and
yeah, until you get better.
I think so, yeah.
Get your strength back.
I think so, yeah. And don't, yeah. Apparently it was a fever, and with a fever you get chills, and with a fever you get rashes, and with a fever, I don't know, you can get a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
No,
You think you're on the mend, huh?
oh, I know that I'm a whole lot better than last week at this time. Woo!
Yeah.
And I am grateful for that. Thank you, dear.
Yeah.
It was like a freight train went over me.
Yeah. And you know about these things, you never know when they're going to happen. They're just there.
Yep. But the
That's
body,
the way with me. One day I'm all right, the next day I'm dizzy and can't walk. And
yeah. But the body is a marvel at healing.
yeah. Well, you know, we're doing pretty good for our age.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Well, Sarah Young helps us.
I didn't hear you.
I said Sarah Young helps us.
Oh, yeah. Jesus helps us.
Oh, well, you haven't mentioned that book on prayer that you were so enthusiastic about.
I shared it with somebody else.
Good.
Took it down. It was very little print, and but it was about a spiritual walk that somebody did, and the main thing I got out of the book was that Jesus wants all of you.
Yes.
He wants it's an exchange.
Yes.
He wants you to give him your life,
Yes.
and he'll give you his life,
Yes.
and he'll take out the old and put in the new.
That's right.
But he wants all of it. He don't want you to keep some of it and not let him touch it. He wants it all, so he can't work, and if you give him all.
Yeah, that went through. Yeah, that went through my mind when you were so angry at the people who wouldn't wait for you to eat supper.
Yeah. Well.
You gotta give him all.
Yeah, you gotta give them all.
Yeah. Well, I think you do. I think you do, Jenny.
Well, sometimes you take a little of it back, and then you have to give it back. I think sometimes it's a day-to-day choice.
Yes, it is.
I think it's a day-to-day choice. You know, Pastor asked us, you know, if times get really tough, which a lot of people believe it is going to, would we have the faith to pray in our food? And I said, well, I don't know if I would have it until it happened, you know?
No, I didn't follow you on that point.
Well, Pastor thinks that we're going to have a collapse sooner or later because we've spent so much money we don't have. The government. And he thinks it's going to be a time when it's going to be hard to get food. So, and a lot of people are saying that, you know. And,
Listen, I believe Jesus just told us, sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof.
yeah, well, you know, he's promised to supply all our needs. But he also says you have not because you ask not. And if you ask, you have to miss. So, you know, he wants you just to not to drop it in your lap. He wants you to ask him for it. You know.
But sufficient unto the days the evil thereof. And
Yeah.
God our Maker doth supply. No, God our Maker does provide all our wants to be supplied. We've got to trust in Him.
Oh, I do. How do you think I've made it all these years?
Right, Jenny.
How do you think I built this house with nothing?
Yeah.
And live 36 years with no income other than what I could make.
Boy, listen to that. That's how you did it with your trust.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But he does want you to talk to him about it. He doesn't want to just give it to you.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Yeah.
That's something you need to talk over with him, you know?
Okay.
All right, you have a good day.
Thank you for starting me off.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
How is everything up there all over? We're all together. We're all happy, all of us people and all of us plants and all of us atoms and all of us chemicals. We're all together running this universe. It's our universe, isn't it? And we're doing a great job. How are you up there? Oh, everything's perfect. How's the universe, the great big universe? Universe is grand. And all of the galaxies are fine. And our galaxy, the Milky Way, doing great. And our sun, doing fine. And our wonderful sweet Earth, oh, it's rolling around just fine. So we're all in good shape, and we're all happy, and we're all running things well, and we're creating and making new things and getting the ground ready to turn yellow. To turn yellow with daffodils and turn yellow with forsythia. We're all excited about it. Right here now, on the next to last day of January, on the first month of the new year of 2016. Snowstorm number 8, nothing but a ground cover. Number 7 the same, number 6 the same, and number 5 the same. Number 1 was really the only one of any consequences. And that was way back on the 28th of December. And the numbers, you know, they're hard to see.
You have 1 saved voice message. To listen to your messages, press 1. To send a message, press first saved voice message. This is the Kinderhook Bank Fraud Detection Center calling to verify recent transactions on your Kinderhook Bank debit card ending in 9279. Due to unusual activity, a temporary hold may have been placed on your card. Please have Glendora Buell call us as soon as possible at 877-253-8964. You'll be asked to enter case number 102-199-5977. Again, the toll-free number is 877-253-8964 and enter case number 102-199-5977. We're available 24 hours a day. Thank you.
Now, isn't that annoying? Isn't that mildly annoying?
End of message. To erase this message, press 7. To save it, press 9. To hear more, message erased. End of messages. To listen to your messages, press 1. To send a message, press 2. To change your personal options, press 4. You have pressed an incorrect key. To listen to your messages, press 1. To send a message, press 2. To change your personal options, press 4. To disconnect, press star.
You have a credit card or a debit card,
To listen to your messages,
and you
press
go out to
1.
make purchase on it,
To send a message, press 2.
and because you're doing
Change your
purchases
personal options,
comparted,
press 4. To disconnect, press star.
they stop your payment. You know, we like to have the office supplies in one.
To send a message,
Group?
press 2. To change your personal options, press 4.
There's nothing so simple that banks cannot make it complicated.
Unfortunately, the system cannot process your entries. Please try
A
again later.
woman's work is never done, thanks to daytime television. Okay, some more technology frustrations. But they aren't frustrations,
Please
they're
enter your
miracles.
password, then press pound. You have no new messages in your mailbox. To send a message, press 2. To change your personal options, press 4. To disconnect, press star.
In spite of what you, 4.
Personal options. To turn message waiting indicator on or off, press 1. To change administrative options, press 2. To record greetings, press 3. You have pressed an incorrect key. Greetings. To change your personal greeting, press 1. To select a standard greeting with your telephone number, press 1. To select a standard greeting with your name, press 2. personal greeting, press 3. Your greeting has been recorded as everybody is. At the tone, record your greeting. At the end of your greeting, press pound.
A woman's work is never done, thanks to daytime television. And in spite of what you read in the newspapers, people do not die in alphabetical order.
If you are satisfied with your greeting, press pound. If you would like to re-record, your greeting has been recorded as a woman's work is never done. Thanks to daytime.
All right, so Madeline goes out and she does a perfect job on the shopping. She gets all of the office supplies and she checks those out and gets a receipt for them, and you know how much they cost and how to enter the office supplies in the book and the tax. And then she buys the clothes, and that's separate, and so when the receipt comes back, you know how to enter that under the clothes column. And then you enter the groceries under the groceries column, and you check out each group separately. Now you imagine what a job would be to come home and check those out individually, and then find out all the tax on them. So that's the way you do your shopping, in an orderly, systematic way. And so what do? They think somebody's stolen your credit card, and they stop payment. Fortunately, those all got through. There was groceries, office supplies, clothing, household, maybe 2 or 3 other categories. But they all got done before this crazy service that the Kinderhook Bank hires stopped the use of the credit card. So then you have to call this company, and then you have to tell them that you authorized all of those purchases. And then they have to tell you, we will lift the fraud. I do not, well, banks, they're bad enough the way they are, the way they stop the interest. How did they ever get away with that? Did you ever think you'd live to see the day when banks stop paying interest? They take your money, they use it, don't pay you a thing for it? Okay. Well, this isn't very good talk, Glendora. No, it isn't. So, what are you going to do now? Now I'm going to telephone. Let's clear the in-call tab. That's kind of hard to read too, but it's brilliant. It keeps a list of all the calls you made, when you made them, what the numbers were. So you press this bar and it comes up and it says delete all, and you say delete all. Good. Now you start the telephoning. So how did you do after the temperature you had of 103 degrees, 103.5 degrees? Very, very well. There were 3 severe rashes, one in the back, an arm, like an armband here, and a very serious series of blisters on the left gluteus. Alrighty. But it's amazing, body, how you heal things. It's simply amazing how you can heal things. What calls are these? Thursday. What calls are these? Thursday. I want to invite Helen Chambers to lunch. I don't know what this number is. Well, the only way you're going to find out is to call it. Nine 325. It's busy. So what do you do with that? You put in a Friday's calls. Okay. And here's Andrew Lynn. Put him into Friday's calls. Gianna. They're wonderful people. Gianna, her daughter Julia, and her daughter, her mother Glenna.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Your call cannot be completed.
And her mother and father built their own house. They built their own house. How many days ago was the sickness? The 22nd. Friday. So a week and 2 days.
Hi, Glendora.
Hi, Glenna. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, very good, thank you.
Good. What are you doing?
I'm calling people to see if there's anything I can do for them.
Oh, you're sweet.
You're the sweet ones. How is dear Julia?
Dear Julia?
Yeah.
She's good. She was a little sick today. We went to church and we couldn't even go in. Her stomach was bothering her, so we had to turn around and go home.
Is that so? You got to the door and you couldn't go in?
Yeah. Well, we weren't even at the door. We were walking through the parking lot. She said, my stomach isn't feeling good. She told me just before we left home that it was starting to feel funny, you know?
Yeah, do you think you think she's got a mean virus?
No, I don't think so. She seems to be a little bit better right now. She's been resting all day and put a warm pack on it, you know?
Oh.
So, I don't think it's a virus, but then when she ate, she didn't feel all that great again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Friday I was sitting here doing my work at 10 minutes to 9 in the morning,
Yeah.
and I begin to get the chills, and I begin to shiver and shake, and I can't stop it.
Oh, no. That's
And I
not
don't-
like you. You don't get sick much.
No, where'd that come from? And so I lay down on the bed and covered up, and I think I went into a deep sleep, and Pat Sarr was going to pick me up, and we were going to go take mail 45 packages of the TV shows. And so I couldn't do that, so she did that. And then Madeline came and took my temperature, and it was 103.5.
Oh my gosh, Glendora, that's so high for an adult, you know?
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah. So what did you do?
Well, Madeline's gave me 2 Tylenol, and I stayed on the bed with the covers, and I began to perspire. That was good.
Yeah.
And by 8:30, my temperature was back to 98.6.
It was what? Back to normal?
Yeah, 98.6.
Oh, good.
Now, what was that?
Must have been a virus or something, huh?
And I've been weak ever since. You know, no headache, no stomach ache. I've been weak.
No,
I've been weak, and then all these rashes come. I get a rash on my arm, I get a rash on my behind, I get a rash on my back.
oh boy, it does sound like viral
Oh, yeah. It's the bad coming out of me, huh?
Yeah, probably. Do you feel better?
Oh, yeah, I feel a whole lot better.
Tiredness?
That was 9 days ago, hon.
Yeah, but you're still tired or no?
Oh, yeah, I'm tired, and I don't go anywhere.
Yeah. Aw. You should have called me so I could pray for you.
Oh!
We
Oh, that's
we do pray
nice.
for you. We do pray for you, but I mean, we would have prayed for you for, that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
But the mystery is, what was it?
I think sounds like virus because a lot of times the pediatricians say that if they have a rash with whatever they have,
Yeah?
Yeah. Do you have a doctor that you see though, or not really?
No, doctor, no.
You don't
No,
go to
the body took care of itself. I stayed in, I slept,
Yeah.
and the
it sounds like
body has amazing healing power. And
does.
and I don't think it was contagious. All my friends descended upon me.
Yeah.
Pat and Richard Sarr and Andy and Sandy McLean and
Oh, that's so nice.
yeah, it was nice. And Madeline took care of everything.
Mhm. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, I do. But it's still a mystery what it was, right?
Yeah.
A woman's work is never done thanks to daytime television.
Yeah.
I was very, very interested in that camera that Gianna has.
Oh, yes.
Wonderful picture she took. And developed it right on the spot. I want to see that camera and have her show it to me how it works. And I think it's the most amazing thing about you people. I think it's the most amazing thing about you people how you built your own home.
Yeah, that is pretty cool, huh?
Yes, it is.
It is.
Okay, my.
That we can keep it up. It kind of needs some work, but we don't have the money. You know what I mean?
All right.
I have to go to work. I've been worried about that. Like, I just don't want to go to work yet. I want to finish homeschooling my kids,
Oh, you do, huh? Gee, that's going to take a few years, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not easy with one income.
So what are you going to do?
I don't know. I've been praying about it.
You don't.
I feel bad for my husband. He's having to work so much extra because I'm not working,
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, so I think it just takes its toll, after a while. So sometimes I feel like I better get to work so he can maybe be home a little more or something. But I don't know if he would. He's the kind of person that likes to be out of the house. So.
Oh, he does after he built it?
What?
After he built such a nice house, he likes to be out of it?
Yeah, I know. Isn't it weird? He has such a nice family.
Yeah.
Girls are nice girls.
Yeah.
He always is running. That's how he grew up,
Yeah. Well, now, what do you have against the public schools?
Nothing really. I don't know. I'm not really thrilled with their education and how they're like, kids can't talk about God or pray or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's no good. That's right, but I guess they can go there and they can come out very well because of their home. They can
true.
go there and they can come out very well because of their home background.
They could, but I feel like I started them home, and I don't know how it would be for them to go in there now.
I think they'd be way ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, I'm afraid they'd be bored and stuff. Do you think so?
I do think so.
Yeah.
They're lovely children.
They are. They're good girls. So we're trying. Howie and I want them both to be still home, and he wants me to homeschool. I just feel like it might be a lot on him,
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, everybody has problems. We got to figure it out.
Yeah, but we all have good things too.
Yes, we have a lot. We have so many things to be thankful for, and we know it.
Yeah. How's my little buddy Glenna? I mean, your mother. Your mother.
My mother? She's doing good. I had her here last night for a little while. Picked her up kind of at the last minute.
Does she remember our party together?
Yeah, she really liked having you here, and
And she really remembered it, huh?
Yeah, she did remember.
Well, then we did a good thing. We did a good thing.
Yeah.
We did. We gave her a good time.
She thinks you're very nice and you're a special person.
And we gave her a lot of love, see? We gave her a lot of, and she had a good time. So we did a good thing there, dear.
We did.
All righty.
What are you doing today? You just staying home?
Well, I've got telephone calls to do.
Yeah.
I make about, like, sometimes 20 telephone calls a day. Call up people, see how they are.
Wow.
So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking I'm doing today would be telephone calls. I imagine Madeline will come down, and she pulls me through the work that I'm not able to get up the gumption to do. She pulls me through. She like the computer, and I pay her $10 an hour, and that's wonderful because she needs money badly.
Yeah, that's nice.
So it's good for both of us.
Yeah. I saw her one day going into the store, and we both looked at each other and we're like, I know you from somewhere, but we forgot where, And then I said, oh yeah, I know, Glendora, you're Glendora's friend. She goes, oh yeah, that's right. We couldn't remember at first,
Well, I had a good talk with you, hon. Give my love to everybody.
I will. You too. You stay well.
And remember the greatness of God, hon.
I will. He
Bye-bye,
always with
dear.
me every day.
Take care.
You too. Bye.
Where are you going to put that? Back into Thursday. What's that called? Oh, just cheer somebody up. Here's Sue Casey. Sue Casey is coming February 1st Monday or February 8th Monday? I think it's February 8th Monday. I just want to see how you are. You should keep track of these. I'm too tired.
Hello, this is Sue. Please leave me a message including your phone number and I'll call you back. Thank you. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, Busy Sue. It's Glendora. My number's 610-5810. I had a temperature of 103.5. I think I'm recovered. I look forward to our appointment. Sharon called and said the editor wanted a copy of the free vegetarian starter booklet. So we sent the editor a copy yesterday.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1 to listen to your message. Press 2 to erase and re-record. Press 3 to continue recording where you left off. Press 4. At the tone, please continue recording. At the end of your message, press 1.
Being sick is sort of a new experience for me. But I'm not sick. I'm really recovering. I want to know about your tooth. I hope you have comfort there. And a woman's work is never done thanks to daytime television. Well, that's nice. When is that appointment? I don't know. I think I can only do 5 of these, and then I'd have to rest. I can't do 20. 856. This is Malaga, New Jersey. Sue just retired from the advertiser. She sold all of the advertising for it. Okay, call that on tomorrow. Alrighty. Public Access TV, Channel 6.
Hello, this is Freya at American Vegan Society. Please leave a message. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, dear Freya, it's Glendora. Thank you for all the good things that you do for this world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I had a temperature of 103.5. That's something new for me. I don't remember being sick. Well, I was sick in 2010 with Lyme disease, but other than that. Anyway, the free vegan suppers are all over. They were December and January. The total cost was about $1,350. They did not set the world on fire by any means. I just don't know how much good they did do. They must have done some good, but it's really hard to add it up. But the meals were good. The last one was wham with sweet potatoes, broccoli, and a green salad. My friend Pat made me an Indian dish that it's what I want in life. It's the kind of food I want in life. It had rice and chickpeas and other peas and carrots, and it had some flavoring that was just so superlative. I could eat that for a long, long, long time. It was vegan, of course. So I guess the group is going to have a potluck on the second Wednesday, and then the fourth Wednesday, February, they're going to have another free vegan supper. A woman's work is never done, thanks to daytime television. And we're going nowhere with the Vegetarian Society of Washington, D.C. That's a flop. He never got the program on the TV. I never hear from him. And I tried the same thing with Compassion on Animals, Compassion Over Killing, and they haven't got their program on TV yet. It was an excellent program. It was so good for the animals. They didn't help the animals a bit. They sent me 2,000 vegetarian starter booklets, and I've been giving those out. That's Compassion Over Killing. Shauna. No. Sharon E., the advertiser. Sue Haynes, I'm not well enough. I want her to come to dinner with me, but I'm not well enough to do it. The dinners have been good that I made myself. I made them. One was most delicious potato, beautiful potato, boiled, and delicious sweet peas. Oh, they were so good. and gravy made from George Washington broth, and an original griller, Morningstar Farms, very good. And the next day I had a turnip and a mashed potato and a griller, I guess. And the third day I had something, what was it? Brussels sprouts and the mashed potato. And that was another, that was a different Worthington food. What was it? Swiss steak? No. Some Worthington food meat. Meat analog. It was good. But then Ginny Palmer brought me the delicious salad. It was 3 days to eat that. And she brought me grits. Oh, grits. Oh, grits are so good, folks. Grits. And she brought me cabbage and potato and carrot. Excellent. All boiled and heated up. I would have added to that parsnips and beets and turnip. There is Dorothy German, and I'm not well enough to invite her. And Pat Sar gave me a $25 gift certificate to Honest Weight, which is very expensive. So I gave that to Madeline so she could take herself and Dawn to a very expensive lunch up in Albany. Noreen Van Auken, I invited her to celebrate with me the 11,000th Chat with Glendora program, and we had dinner together. Oh, and all of those dinners, I forgot to mention. The gravy, did I mention that? No, I guess I did. So that's Noreen Van Auken to be filed into here. Do you know anybody who has made it to the top with God? What is it to make it to the top? You address everybody, all of your friends, all of your relatives, all of the animals, the plants, the atoms, the chemicals, the compounds, the electromagnetic radiation, the galaxies. You address them all and you feel your oneness with them, and how we're all operating the universe together and doing it so beautifully, and it's so nice. And that's how you make it to the top with God. Nice. Very nice. Oh, here's Rob Jackson. Let's see. And a friend, he had an operation, a plate put on the clavicle, a plate under it, and screws, and without any pain. I think this will be it. I don't think I can telephone anymore. 914 613 4565. I have to eat next. I've got to eat an orange, and then I have to eat cooked multi-meal hot cereal. Rob Jackson.
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hi, Rob Jackson, Glendora. Still no pain, Rob? Still no pain? Still able to work midnight to 7? And still Gisela helping you and driving you to work so you don't have to face public transportation. I'm going to send a check to Giesler. I'm going to send her cash. Why? Because of a tremendous service or help she is giving you, the support she gave you the day you had the operation, the support she gave you when you had to go see the doctor before the operation, and the support she gave you when you had to see the doctor after the operation, and then driving you to work all the way from Yonkers to Stamford, Connecticut, Yonkers, New York to Stamford, Connecticut. I'm just going to send her some money because I'm so impressed. How's the digital files? Sending the program by computer to 16 TV stations. I don't think that I have my resilience returned, but I do think I'm doing better than I was. This will be the 9th day. And it's I'm not used to being sick. I don't know what to do. I can't remember being sick since 2010 when I had Lyme disease. And before that, I can't ever remember being sick. Okay, Rob, thanks for being the great person that you are. And I know that you had a good mother. Yay. Skoda. 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe if I rest I can come back and do 5 calls. Folks, I did tell you, didn't I, that we made 11,000 TV shows? Over New Year's we passed 11,000. Started in 1943, A Chat with Glendora. No, that's wrong. It started in 1942, A Chat with Glendora. That's 43 years ago, 44 years ago. Isn't that nice? Thank you, public access. And who gets the credit? Others. Others get the credit. It was others who did it. It was others who made it possible. And we all did it together. And we all had fun doing it together. No, I can't do any more. Eat the orange clementine. And then make the hot cereal. Phil Meppen gave me some German rye bread. It was sealed tightly in a package. Tightly in a cellophane package. It was a block of bread. And practically dry. Must be awful good for you. Must be salubrious. So you can get up the energy to follow Van Auken. Van Auken, after a year, is cancer-free. She had the chemo, no discomfort. She had the radiation. No discomfort. Now, into a port, into her chest, they insert a medicine 3 times a year to make sure that every cancer cell is dead. Here we go, Van Auken. I'll tell you this, office is very organized and neat, down to the very last thing the conscience said to do. Everything is neat, tidy, trim. And organized.
I
Vegetarian
know.
hot dog, mustard
I don't
rice,
either.
tomato soup, chips.
Come on. So I can see out.
I just love to look out to the woods.
Gotta go pee. Right back.
Maureen, tell the people what you just found out. You looked on WHOLENESS, and what did it tell you?
That you were the record holder for longest running weekly public access TV program.
Longest running weekly public access TV what?
Program.
Program. And this is from WHOLENESS.
Guinness.
Oh, they pronounce it Guinness?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Guinness.
Guinness, they don't pronounce
Guinness
you.
World. No.
Gee,
Guinness
that's big news, Norm.
World Record.
Thank you, Maureen.
Okay, let's see if I can find you.
Hey, folks. How are you this morning on the 3rd of February? Yesterday was our Groundhog Day. Woodchuck Day. 6 months more winter. And yet it's like 50 degrees. The ground is bare. Has been for all week. What do you think of a winter like that? What do you think of a winter like that.com? Well, the footing is easy. No shoveling. But an old-fashioned winter is what is normal. So when you pray to all life, all over, all life up there, all life over there, all life over there, all life down here. You pray to all life, all creation. And you look at the joy you're having and the fun you're having being one and creating and operating brilliantly. You look at all that and it's so much joy and it's so much fun. And you pray for him. He's bipolar, won't get out of bed, won't do anything for himself, won't go anywhere. You pray for him that the selfishness disappears and the ego disappears. And you pray. And you breathe on him. You breathe the breath of God, the breath of all of us, the breath of all creation, the breath of all goodness. Until his life is anew. Until his will is one with God. That's all of us. All of us. And until he'll do what God would do. What would God do? Live for others, live for goodness, live for the happiness, live for the peace, live for the excitement, live for the greatness that is this universe. And it's all one. That's a prayer. And all of the prayers of Sarah Young, although she's talking about God as one anthropomorphic image, but it's all the greatness, the oneness, the wholeness, the all creation. Do you feel it? Do you feel it? This malaise continues, whatever it is. The only thing is the lethargy. That's the only thing in a rash. But let me ask you. And it looks like it's going to be around for a long time. The shivers came on, January 22nd, Friday. This is February 3rd. It'll be 2 weeks and 2 days. Well, one thing I wanted to talk to you about was the story of the apple seed. An apple seed. An apple seed. An apple seed. A little tiny apple seed. And you put it in a container of soil. Gold, black gold, soil with all of its minerals and nutrients. And all of the great things that have been made by the earth and the sun. And those elements. And you put it in there and dampen the soil a little bit. And up comes a sprout. A little sprout. And it's got little tiny leaves. What? It has little tiny, sweet little leaves. And it gets bigger, and it begins to have branches. And it gets bigger and bigger. And you've got a baby tree. And you take it out, and you plant it in the soil outdoors. And the sun kisses it. And the rain, and it grows and it grows, and pretty soon it has lots of branches and lots of trees, and pretty soon there's little bumps, and something opens up, and it's a flower, and a bee comes along, and the male and the female combine, and now we've got something. We've got an individual. And it grows. And it grows. And it gets smarter and smarter. And more complicated, more complex, more beautiful. And then it's a big bump. And then a bigger bump. And then it kind of gets green. A dark, dark green. And then it gets another pretty green. And the red shows up on it. Wow! Pretty soon you have an apple. The miracle of an apple seed. And the apple is consummate. It's complete now. And it drops to the ground. And you open it up. And here's 8 or 9 seeds. 8 or 9 more trees, 8 or 9 more miracles. The miracle of the apple seed. And the miracle of you too, clementine seed. And the miracle of you too, banana seed. And the miracle of you too, a cluster of grapes. What a beautiful creation. The miracle of the apple seed. And she's woefully obese, woefully overweight, can hardly move her body, can hardly get around. The skin is all puffy and fat and full of wrong things, bulging with it. And the knees hurt and the ankles hurt. But on and on she eats. Eggs, animals, cholesterol, on and on and on, eating all that terrible stuff. Dairy. And it keeps piling on, and the poor heart carries around 100 pounds all day and all night that it would like to just take off and put down and not have to carry. How do we get her down to life, right weight, and agility, and ease of movement, and grace, fullness? How do we do that? How do we get rid of the ego? How do we get rid of the selfishness? How do we get all of the thought on the great, the beauty, the wonder, the happiness, the exciting creation, the brilliant operation? How do we do that? How do we do that? We send them bushels of love, bushels of care, bushels of good wishes. What are you doing? It's God time. What is God time? Well, you get up in the morning, you go to the bathroom, clean out the alimentary canal and the urinary system, drink your water, and do your ablutions, and you get dressed. And you come over here, you tidy up this desk and you wash it, and then you feed that little furry 12-pound ball of fur, who's so beautiful. And what did she eat this morning? Fried chick. What is it? It's like chicken breast, but it's made of grain. And it's in gravy. And she loves it. And you put not brewer's yeast, but nutritional yeast on it. You need more light, don't you? Let's turn on this little light. Does that help any? Oh, yeah. Well, finish this God time that you started. Well, I think I did. The obesity case and the bipolar case. And she's going to divorce him. How can that be? We're all brothers and sisters. What can we do to help her eat a whole foods, plant-based diet and stop the obesity and all present blessings continue? Oh, that's so important. Yes, pray. But all present blessings continue. What can we do to put him onto selflessness and health? And again, all present blessings continue. God time, February the 3rd, 6:23 a.m. Depurate the wife. Wife is going to divorce him. Going to divorce him? What happened to sickness and health? What happened until death do us part? What happened to what God put together, no man put asunder? Divorcing? O Master, let us walk with Thee in dearer, closer company. In faith that keeps love sweet and strong, in trust that triumphs over wrong. Well, I wanted to tell you that we had the free vegan suppers every Wednesday in January and in December and a few in November and a few in October. The cost was $1,311, and it didn't look like the finances were going to withhold that, the finances were going to crash, go into the hole. Well, with that in mind, and with spending rather astutely, we ended up with $700 over, unspent. Well, you can't have that. That you got to give away. You got to share it. $50 to Mercy for Animals, $50 to Vegan Outreach, $50 to Friends of Animals, $100 to Every Cat Counts, $50 to the homeless shelter in Troy, $50 to the Friends of the Nassau Free Library, $50 to Gisela, who is helping Robert Jackson get back and forth to work from Yonkers to Stamford, Connecticut, $30 to the Salem Methodist Church, what's that, about $500? So now there's $200 left, and Tony Ostrander called yesterday. And I asked him if he wanted any to go to his many animal organizations, which he so magnanimously assists. And we came up with 3. One would be Dr. Valerie Lang, who is an animal advocate for legislation against cruelty to animals, and who is a librarian at Hudson Valley Community College. Okay, $50 to her, animal outreach. $50 to the rehabilitators, the people who help wild animals who are injured. And $50 to the League of Humane Voters. What? The League of Humane Voters. They lobby in Albany for humane legislation. Okay, so that's it. Now it's all gone out to good things. We're one. We're one. We're one. We're one. We don't take what is in this beautiful, magnificent universe. We don't grab a chunk of it and pull it apart and take it away and hoard it. We don't do that. No. We all work together. We all work together hand in hand, one another, helping each other, having fun doing it. Look at this beautiful universe we're running. Oh, God, the universe, all creation, all of us. Look at it. Magnificent universe. All those galaxies. All those stars. All those planets. The life systems that we don't know that are on those planets. This galaxy, the Milky Way. And our star, our great, beautiful, wonderful, sweet companion star. That nuclear furnace. Fusion. Hydrogen, making more elements. Making more life, more different aspects of life, more different styles of life, more different patterns of life. Unfolding, interesting, clockwork. You can predict exactly 6 more weeks of winter. So our star, all that heat and light, and our Earth, spinning around at 600 miles an hour. Yes? How come we don't feel it? And 2/3 water, that great creation, water. That would be one of the 10 blessings I can think of, water. And the land, North America, South America, Antarctica, Australia, Africa, Asia, Europe, Arctic, the land, and what comes out of that beautiful soil, the miracles. The miracles that come out of it, the trees, the plants, the animals, the mammal animals, the furry animals that we love so much, like that one, down on the fluffy red rug. Fluffy red rug. The birds with all their colors. And they can walk, they can hop, they can fly. They can build nests, and they can lay eggs, and they can raise babies. And they can sing. We feed them every day. All the miracles on this earth. And it spins and spins and pins. And now it's rotating and getting closer and closer. The sun is over here. The earth is over here. And we're getting closer and closer. And the vernal equinox, 6 weeks away. Groundhog Day yesterday. Don't you love it? What else on the earth? The air. When there's a malaise like this, and it's the best thing really to stay home, but you go outdoors and you breathe that fresh air. Oh, it's worth millions of dollars, and you breathe it freely. But that's not the point. It's just that air, 3 minutes and without it, you're done. So the air, the water, the heat, and the light. Can you close your eyes and see daffodils in 6 weeks? Can you see them? That beautiful yellow. Yellow. Can you see forsythia? Another beautiful yellow. Oh, lovely color. And snowdrops. And crocus, they have a job to do to bring you spring. Crocus, those sweet, darling little creations. Crocus, yellow, white, pink, purple. Coming out of the snow, coming out of the cold ground, waiting all year for their time to do their contribution. And here we are waiting to do our contribution, but I think we're doing it. We're not waiting, we're doing it. And then, after they've done their job and brought a spring back into the ground for 11 and a half months. Magnificent, isn't it? Whose is it? It's ours together. It's ours. Whatever it is. Whatever it is, we don't know what it is. But we feel it. We feel it here inside. That's our conscience, isn't it? That's our conscience. That's God inside of us, isn't it? Whatever it is. And are we going to die? Jeanette Charlin? Kenneth Dorier? Die? No. Going on to something very exciting. More of it. More delight in creating. More delight in producing. More delight. More joy all day, more happiness, more bliss, more exhilaration, more effulgence, more ecstasy. Go on and on and on and on and on, creating around and around a world. It's a great big sphere, this way, down there, up there, over there, the whole thing. Just, and we flow with it, and we all work together, and we make things better. And we try to keep this isolation of selfishness and ego and being separate. We try to fold that in and bring in happiness and health and glory. Well, was that it? I guess so. It's God time. First thing after you get up and washed and dressed and your cat taken care of. And regardless of what you read in the newspapers, people do not die in alphabetical order. The teacher said pi r square, and the girl says, oh no, pi r round. And here, some friendly advice. Never wave to a friend at an auction. Diane Bingham said her dad did that, and he had to take home a piano for $1. I believe they still have the piano. How long is God time? 5 minutes. Well, you spent almost an hour on it this morning. That's the flow. That's the flow. What are you eating? First thing in the morning, 2 clementines. A miracle. A banana. An apple. The miracle of the apple seed.